Welcome to Long Run Lactic, the podcast, an audio component to a greater running media concept devoted to cultivating and curating the beauty of finding fitness and documenting the culture of the sport. I'm your host, Bernard Ingram, and today I sit down with Jackson Neff, an ex-Ohio State Buckeye steeplechaser, also now in his marathon days. The now two-time Olympic Trials marathon qualifier takes to the streets of Chicago this weekend to help out a dear old friend, Dom Scott. Let's get into it.
All right, Jackson.
How we doing?
We are in Boulder. We just got done our long run. We just sat down and talked to Emma and Dom. And Dom said you were pacing her for Chicago.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let's give an intro. I just met you, so I actually don't know anything or know you at all.
Yeah, my name's Jackson Neff. I live here in Boulder, been here about 3 years. My fiance is also a pro runner. Her name's Tori Gerlach.
Oh, Tori!
She's a steepler. Yeah. So
Wow. Okay, pause real quick. Full circle. Tori Gerlach has a younger sister.
Yeah, Lindsay.
Lindsay ran in Shippensburg.
Yes, she did.
My senior year.
Okay.
And was her freshman year.
Okay.
So that is, and
Lindsay?
yeah, that is literally the weirdest thing.
So funny. Shout out Lindsay.
Shout out Lindsay. All right, sorry, continue.
Yeah, so we've been here a few years. I'm a marathoner now. I ran steeplechase in college for Ohio State, and now I run the marathon. So I qualified for my second Olympic Trials marathon. So I'm getting ready for that early next year. Didn't really want to do a fall marathon, didn't want to race a marathon, but I thought Dom needed help. We were kind of talking. It's like, hey, I think pacing the marathon would be great. I lived in Chicago for 5 years. I know the marathon really well. I've done it a handful of times, so it just kind of worked out really well. It's a great race. It'll be a great dress rehearsal for me, just kind of going through the motions of a marathon, fueling, trying to get through that much mileage while also getting to help out a friend and get to run around a pretty cool city.
I love that. I like the Bandit gear.
Yeah.
How's that? How do you feel about this? Matter of fact, this is their spring, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Shout out Bandit Running.
Tim Rossi, shout out my boy.
Tim Rossi, always lost.
Facts.
They're trying to support runners out here. There's a lot of support for the high level runners.
I appreciate that.
Doms and Emmas of the world, like they get a ton of support, and rightfully so. But it's great, like brands like Bandit trying to help out. Guys like me. I'm not going to go win the Olympic trials, but I'm training hard, and
might
help me out.
Never know. Give it a chance.
Yeah,
But no, I've loved the aesthetic of everything Bandit does, but I also love the care, right? Like I think it's easy to see like when people are just giving money to make sure they put stuff out there to say, hey, we're helping this demographic. I feel like Bandit does a good job of showing the community side, but I mean, I appreciate the aesthetic of how they do it, but I also appreciate the fact that they're doing it to a second degree where everyone can see this is the standard of what care looks like at this level, right? So
everything's high quality. Their community, their culture first. I feel like historically runners aren't thought of as being cool or fashionable. They're really bringing fashion into the running world and making running look cool, making it look good. And
running's been cool. Everybody else just needs to figure it out now.
Everyone else needs to catch up.
Yeah, everyone else is catching up.
Runners know it's cool. So,
how do you feel about? I know these are the new ons. How do you feel about these?
Yeah, so got super lucky. Got a connection with On. They're helping me with some footwear through the trials as well.
Solid.
Shout out to On Running. Longest run in the Cloud Boom Echo. They felt great. I'm going to try them out at Chicago. Hopefully they get me through 26. But yeah, felt good today. Made it 23 miles in them. No problem. So I feel confident and they feel great. So no complaints.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Chicago. You said you lived there for 5 years.
Yeah, I lived there for 5 years.
Tell me something. I've never been. This is my first time in Chicago. Going to try and meet up with a number of people just in the community. But what is in Chicago? Where would you go to eat? Coffee? I know there's boroughs in Chicago, right?
Yeah, I think there's like 30 some neighborhoods. There's so many different little pockets of cultures and great food and restaurants and.
What's the running scene like in Chicago?
The running scene is interesting. There's actually a lot of really good runners in Chicago. There's a really good community of runners, a bunch of really good teams. I was on a team there for a while. Just also a bunch of, Heartbreak Run Company.
Yeah, man.
There, there's a good community and a lot of, you're on the lakefront path. That's really the main place to run. There's not too many other places, but you get on the lakefront path on a Saturday or Sunday morning and you're seeing every runner out there. It's a good time. It's fun. I definitely miss running on the lakefront and stacking miles out there.
No, I'm excited. I've only heard good things. I've been listening to the old Kanye on repeat for the last week, so I'm excited to get out and kind of check that out. But I'm wishing you the best of luck. Pacing, especially coming up for the trials, Orlando.
Yeah.
at noon.
Yeah, it's all right.
You know, we're
prepared for it.
So I wish you the best of luck in that endeavor, trying to figure out how to be prepared for that day. But you know, it seems like you've got a great group around you with Dom and Emma. It sounds like you have a wonderful mentality in terms of just like persevering and you know pursuing the pursuit itself. And I don't know Tori that well, but if she's anything like Lindsay, you know, I wish you the best of luck. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you.
No, man, it's beautiful to see good people out here getting the work in, doing the right things day in and day out, helping other people get the work in. And you know, man, I'm looking forward to seeing you crush it in Chicago, and even more importantly, at the trials.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. Great to meet you.
Thank you for listening. I want to give a special shout out to Emma, Dom, and Jackson for sitting down and speaking with me. And good luck this weekend to not only them, but to all the competitors at this week's Chicago Marathon. I'll see you there. If you haven't already, please give a follow, like, comment, subscribe to not only me, but to all those letting the Lactic build. We're in this together. Peace.